Sunshine through northern eastern Oklahoma, Guthrie Green, northern Oklahoma. It looks spectacular. I mean, remember, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we would not be green this time of the year. It'd just be flat out dried out, and it would be even hotter because of that. Because things are so green, that pumps moisture back to the lower part of the atmosphere. That's one reason, not totally, but that's one reason why it has been so humid lately. We are on the countdown. It may not seem like it, but fall, we're getting closer to that. We're now 29 days away from the autumnal equinox. We're just 6 days away from football for TU. And then OU, OSU 8 days away. And as we've been mentioning off and on early this morning, the Tulsa State Fair is 34 days away. So things are changing. We're also getting ready to go into what is considered the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season. So we're watching a couple of systems. This is Franklin over here. That's going to become a hurricane. It'll go up the East Coast. It won't have a direct impact on the continental U.S. and like making landfall. It'll bring swells and some high surf to the East Coast, but that's about it. However, my friends, right in through here, you see this little area. Yesterday, this disturbance was south of Guatemala City. Well, it's starting to kind of push to the north, and it will have a chance of becoming a tropical system between Tuesday and Wednesday. Could be impacting portions of Florida, Alabama, Georgia. It's too early to know right now if it would be a tropical storm or a hurricane, but it does look like it's got the potential to become a named system into the southern part of the Gulf as we get into the early part of next week. We do have a little bit of a breeze right now out of the south-southwest at 10 to near 15 miles per hour. Highs today, triple digits. If you're headed to a Friday night football game, kicking off at 98 around the 7:30 time period, 93 to 94. Halftime by the end of the game at about 89. The heat index won't be quite as high at 7 and 8 o'clock tonight as we had last night for those Thursday night games, but it's still going to be up there. The rest of the weekend, Saturday is still hot and humid. Now, notice we have a north wind by the afternoon. The front does make an appearance across northern Oklahoma tomorrow afternoon, kind of puts the brakes on, and then it will move southward. We have a chance for a pop-up thunderstorm today in eastern Oklahoma. We have a chance near Tulsa for a pop-up storm tomorrow. But in terms of the cold front, or the not as hot front, that will be arriving mostly early Sunday morning. There will be a chance for some scattered showers and storms. And then behind that, as the day progresses into Sunday and turns into Monday, slowly drier air starts to show up, and then it really shows up Monday evening. That's going to set the stage for some very pleasant weather early next week. So top line here, heat warnings today and more than likely tomorrow before this weekend storm system. So basically, if you want a real quick summary, we have 2 more days of really hot and humid weather. Sunday is a transitioning day. Things are going to change, and then nice conditions early next week. Notice at the bottom of that panel on the Thursday time period, the south wind returns. Once the south wind returns Thursday, that's another signal it'll start to warm back up into next weekend.